A Course in Miracles. Workbook for Students. Part 2, Section 8. What is the real world?
Hi there. Today, let's delve deeper into the concept of the real world from the perspective of A Course in Miracles. We've encountered this concept multiple times throughout our video lessons. By now, you should be quite familiar with the idea that the world we perceive is an illusion, and beyond this illusory world lies another world. Are you ready to gain a deeper understanding of this concept? Let's explore the section titled, What is the Real World?
What is the real world?
The real world is a symbol, much like everything else perception offers. We know there's a difference between the world we see through the ego's eyes, a world of fear, separation, and conflict, and the real world, which is perceived through the eyes of forgiveness and the Holy Spirit. We also know that we cannot perceive both worlds at the same time.
Lesson 130. It is impossible to see two worlds.
In this real world, fear, conflict, pain, and sorrow have no place. For every sad or fearful thought that exists in the world we see, there's a corrected thought in the real world. Put another way, in the real world, a correction replaces every limited thought in our world. The real world is perceived differently, through the eyes of a tranquil mind. It is a realm of rest, with no suffering or grief, and nothing exists beyond forgiveness. In the real world, all that can be perceived are the manifestations of joy, peace, and love. When our mind truly perceives the real world, it dispels the illusions of fear, aggression, and negativity, replacing them with a vision of a world filled with peace, compassion, and happiness. There's no space for condemnation or judgment, only room for understanding and unity. The real world emerges from a mind that is at peace with itself. In such a state of inner stillness, thoughts of death, attack, and harm become incongruous and irrelevant, for the mind is enveloped in the warmth of truth, peace, and love. In this world, there is no threat in its perception, only kindness reflecting the kindness the mind holds within. The real world is the symbol that the dream of sin and guilt has ended, and we are no longer slumbering in this realm of illusions. Here, we witness the reflections of our Father's love, embracing the certainty of the promise that we are redeemed. The real world signifies the end of time, for time now serves no purpose. When time has fulfilled its purpose, the Holy Spirit no longer requires it. Just one more instant remains, the final step for God to take, and time will vanish. Along with it, perception will dissolve, leaving us with nothing but the truth. That holy instant, when time and perception fade away, is our ultimate destination, for within it resides the memory of God. As we gaze upon a world bathed in forgiveness, it is God Himself who beckons us and brings us home, reminding us of our true identity, that our forgiveness has given back to us.
What is the real world?
What is the real world?
What is the real world?
What do you think of that? Doesn't the concept of the real world, which only our forgiveness can unveil, leave you totally speechless? Will we be able to hold on to this idea over the next 10 days and lessons? Indeed, this is another of those special instructions from the workbook for students that will punctuate our daily lessons until the course concludes. As we progress from lessons 291 to 300, let's keep this idea in our minds to guide us until the next concept is introduced. Stay tuned. I'll catch you again soon for lesson 291. Quick note before you go. Let's take a moment to appreciate the generosity of those who have supported these videos. It's their contributions that make these daily lessons possible. Please consider joining them. And thank you for being a part of this community of miracle workers.
There's a lot of love behind these videos. If you enjoyed what you watched, please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day.